Hi everybody, welcome to the Law of Attraction Tips. I'm your host Karen Lanu, and I'm down at the beach today. I thought I got a nifty new little camera because I realized I wasn't doing enough podcasts, and part of it is just because I had to do the setup and all this, so my husband talked me into getting a new little gadget so I would come down and do these podcasts a little bit more easily. So here I am. It's a beautiful April day in the Okanagan, and I thought it would be perfect just driving around. And I thought it would be a great time to come in and have a little chat. So one of the last things that I left off with you was my top 9 for 2009, and I know that's already, some time ago. But what I had intended to do was actually do a little podcast on each of the top 9. So the top 9 today, the first one I'm going to work with and talk to you about today is what's good about this? Asking what's good about it. And I tell you, I have had lots of opportunity in the last little bit as to ask why, what's good about the situation. And my car broke down twice. Two different cars, they broke down twice in the last 2 weeks. And you have to kind of go, okay, what's good about this? And I know for most of us, when we ask, or the thought of asking what's good about this when we come up against challenging situations is often there's nothing good about this. But in fact, there's always something that we can take away. And, Anthony Robbins had said a number of years ago, and this is one of my favorite quotes from him, or the favorite pieces of advice that he gives, is that, a great life comes from asking great questions of yourself. And so anytime you can ask yourself a great question, especially in those challenging moments, you're going to get something from that. And that's what this is all about, is in any situation when we're coming up against challenges, is always to ask, what's great about this? Okay, so there's so many opportunities to ask why, what's good about this? In relationships, if you're having a bad time, or you're coming up against a fight, or it's an ongoing fight that you're having, then the question is to ask, what's good about this? What is this showing me? What is this showing me about the relationship? What is this showing me about the way I communicate? What can I learn from this? And how this ties into the law of attraction really is, what we put out, we get back. So what's all around us is always a mirror. It's a mirror for the things that we want in our life, and it's also a mirror of the things that we don't want. And so if there's things that we're having in our life that we don't want, then we need to explore that. And so being able to ask that question, what's good about this, actually starts that process of being able to attract deliberately exactly what it is that we want. So so for relationships, that we talked a little bit about that. So for money, okay, if my money situation is not great, what's good about that? What can I be learning from this? If I am having troubles paying a bill, today or just a couple of weeks ago, I was paying. Sorry, there's bugs around here. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I was paying a credit card bill, and I went online. I pay all my bills online. I went online and paid this bill, paid a credit card bill, and got a call from the credit card company a couple of weeks later saying, "You never made your monthly payment." I said, "Yeah, I did. I made a large payment." They said, "No, we never got it." And I said, "Okay, well, just wait a few days." And they called back after a few days and wasn't there. What I realized, in fact, after the fact, was that I'd picked the wrong bill, wrong credit card. Same card, same MasterCard, but wrong MasterCard. So, what's good about this? So, had to go through the whole process of trying to get it back. And it really was, what is the question? What is it, what's good about this? And you know what? Sometimes you're not always going to know. Sometimes you're not always going to get the answer, but the thing is, by just asking the question, you are creating an openness and allowing for the universe to actually know what that potential answer is. And so that's really, really key, is again to being showing the universe that you're open, that you're allowing, that you are open to suggestions, open to possibilities. So there's one for money, one for work. You get fired from your job, or you get let go. I've had this recently with one of my coaching clients or a couple of my coaching clients, in fact, is where they've been let go from a job, and they're just like, oh, what's going on? I really like this job. I was focusing on it, but then, we have this chat, and a couple of days later, something even better comes up. And in fact, it's more in line with what they want. Or I ask, did you even like the job? It's like, well, no. So, you know what? The universe is only just complying with the things that you want. Sometimes when changes happen, when these challenges come along, in fact, they are moving you along to what it is that you want. So being able to ask the question, what's good about this, again, is allowing you, is opening you up to the universe, to being able to explore the fact that there is something good about this. That's really, really key. Really, really key. In business, let's say somebody, you didn't get a deal, or you didn't get a big deal with the client that you thought that you really wanted, but then, again, asking that question, what's good about this? Well, really be honest with yourself. Is this a particular client that you really wanted? Or is there a bigger opportunity coming along? Again, I really truly believe the universe is always giving us what we want, and it's always mirroring what we want if we are being true to our focus. So being able to ask that question, what's good about this, opens you up to that possibility of actually getting to know that and not closing down. Because what ends up happening is if we don't ask that question, we can close down. That's really key not to do. So, going to sign off for today. It's getting busier down here at the park. And again, thanks everybody. It's really great chatting with you. And we'll be in touch soon. I will promise now that I have this cool little camera that I'll do more podcasts. Anyways, thanks again. This is Karen from the Law of Attraction Tips. Please, if you haven't already signed up, go to www.thelawofattractiontips.com and sign up for my tips letter, or find me on Facebook, Karen Laniw, and so Luniw on Facebook. And hey, just got it. It's my new book, Attraction in Action. So you're the first to see it. It's out, and I'll have it up on the website really soon. So please come and find me. All right. Again, thelawofattractiontips.com. Karen Laniw signing off. See you later. Bye-bye.